Alright, looks like we should be live here. So this is going to be week 4 of MLTP. This is season 14. This week we've got the first week of inter-conference play with the 2 seeds in this matchup. We'll have the number 1 seed of the East and West later tonight. But for right now, we've got Someballian Pirates taking on Centra of Attention. And again, these are Someballian Pirates coming from the East Conference as a 2 seed against Centra of Attention in the Western Conference. So the game will be played on Sphere. So we've got Someballian Pirates coming in at 3-1-0-2. That's a 1 overtime win. And Centra of Attention coming in with 2 more points at 4-0-1-1. And that's 1 overtime loss to 4 wins. Again, just a lot of good matchups tonight. Coming from the kind of fluid scheduling system that they came up with, where all the correct seeds are playing each other. From the East and West coming together in this matchup, and it's a very good matchup, player to player wise, and the same is true for the matchups like later tonight. We've got Ghost Boosters and Tears, and Blockwork Orange playing Red Hot Chili Poppers, so it's a lot of good even matchups that we should be seeing tonight and throughout the week. Alright, so taking a look at some of the notes for this matchup. For the Someballian Pirates side, we've got their last matchup coming off a sweep for the first time this season. And that comes on the heels of them trading for Ball Don't Lie in the week prior. So look to him to kind of be a difference maker for this Someballian Pirates team. Coming against, or I should say, coming together with his old all caps teammate Gem. having them on the same team and the chemistry that they've already kind of created with each other. We should look to see that kind of coming through tonight. And then on the center of attention side, we've got Warriors, their kind of lead offender, coming in with a 9.76 OGASP, and also the third highest hold in the league. And that's behind Mr. Hat and I believe Protag. An interesting note on their schedule, center of attentions. Week 2 they were swept by Tears, and that was the only team that they've faced who currently has a winning record. So it should be interesting to see kind of what happens when they come up against this, you know, top team from the Eastern Conference. Again, in weeks 1 and 3, center of attention either split or you know, had a overtime win or loss, and those teams were the teams that they have now are, or I'm sorry, weeks 1 and 3 they swept, and those teams currently do not have a winning record. So it should be interesting to see if it's just been kind of a strength of schedule thing for Tears, or sorry, for center of attention, or you know, whether they are kind of the real deal. It's always an interesting kind of topic. Sorry, I'm ready. Yeah. Always kind of an interesting topic, talking about, you know, West versus East. And kind of deciding who's better, so this matchup should kind of answer some questions in that regard. Alright, so we'll have Someballian Pirates starting off on blue, going right to left, I guess, offensively. And we've got center of attention on the red team in the brownish jerseys, as Wayne's going to have a grab, but Gem will have the boost. Warriors now trying to get past her, and he will have some space to work with, but going to loop back around as Q42, also another addition for Someballian Pirates, really reworking their team over the last couple weeks. Should be very interesting to see how they've kind of transformed their play, as Warriors is going to get out now past 1, has room past 2, but Jim gets the return off kind of a bump grab from Ball Don't Lie. Wayne now trying to work his way in, but power-ups are going to be coming up here soon. Warriors is going to end up grabbing and ends up getting a rolling bomb, stays alive for a little while, but not able to get past Q42. Gem with the read, and now Ball Don't Lie is going to be past a few with the rolling bomb, and that's going to be the first cab of the game, going to Someballian Pirates. Bubbles another quick out with the Juke Juice, but Badger or Crippy is there for the return. So now Gem trying to delay this reset here for center of attention, but it looks like they should get it, as the double flaccid comes from Someballian Pirates. Both teams now reset. Alright, so Frozen, I believe it was, trying to get in now, but the offensive D is there for Someballian Pirates. They're going to have to make another play though as Warriors makes a huge bomb, and that will be the equalizer coming from Warriors. Gem now with the tag pro trying to help Bubbles get out, but he will end up flaceting. Gem does have the grab though, she doesn't know it, but she will be past 3. Wayne, the last one ahead, and he will make the play. So now both teams stay reset here. Just a little over 2.5 minutes past. Bottom line trying to make something happen. He's going to have to get past 3, and he is almost able to do so. Frozen able to catch up with the team tiles though. So we've got power-ups coming up here now. Looks like no one, actually Bubbles will go for the free grab. And Someballian Pirates able to get the power-up in the middle, but Crippy was able to clean up Bubbles with the return. Bottom line, gonna want to try and be out here. Warriors with Juke Juice is not something to mess around with, and Bottom line able to take a huge bomb off the corner. That might have been capped for Centra of Attention had he not made that. Now both flag carriers just holding around. Crippy will play anti for Centra of Attention, but Bottom lie able to use the anti from Gem to make it a 2-to-1 game. Bubbles now trying to add on more. He's gonna have the bomb. Wayne's gonna grab, and that's gonna be another cap for Centra for Someballian Pirates. And now Crippy is gonna have the counter opportunity, and that's gonna be a cap for Centra of Attention. Things going back and forth here in this interconference matchup. Yeah, after that third cap, is I think on Bubbles, he kind of, I believe that was Crippy with the second cap. Warriors is going to come in now. Frozen has a block. Bottom line trying to get in position. I was going to say, it looks like Someballian Pirates played a bit of grab D when they should have tried to just prevent after the cap. It's kind of a pretty common mistake is kind of letting your guard down directly after scoring a cap. You know, you kind of get caught up in that, and it's oftentimes a good opportunity for the other team to kind of capitalize on. Bottom line, not quite going to be able to get past Crippy. Bubbles now trying to do something with this regrab. Makes a nice move on Crippy to get his way to the team boost, but Wayne was in the right position. Warriors now giving himself some space. Nice use of the corners. It's a very common strategy on this map for sure. With so many of them. You can see some nice moves get made off the corner, and that might be another one, but Ball was able to hold, and Q42 had the anti, so that is going to be, I believe, the third cap of the game for Ball. Gem again trying to tack on another one. Ball oh! Didn't quite have the boost block, but Bubbles was there for, I believe that was the tag pro kiss. And it is now a 3-cap lead for Someballian Pirates here. Gem gonna have to try and stay ahead here past Warriors. She is able to do so. Warriors still with 3 to beat. But he will be able to stay alive. Gem gonna pick up the return though. And Q42 makes a nice snipe backwards to get the reset for Someballian Pirates as power-ups are spawning. Take a look again. Ball and lie with 3 caps, 10 tags each for Gem and Bubbles. Feels like, at least in the tag pro department, things have been going Centra of Attention's way, but not so in the caps. Okay, Wayne now going to be out past 1. He does have the boost, but Q42 may be able to delay him a bit there with the bomb. Warriors is going to be past 1. Doing a good job of giving himself some space. base, and there is a return in base. Only 2 now to beat, and the blocks are there. Good team play there by Centra of Attention to narrow the lead to 2 for Someballian Pirates. It's something Warriors does very well, is just giving himself enough space and time to let his defense get some work done, give himself good capping opportunities. So now Bubble's going to get the kiss. This should look to favor Centra of Attention. They have a lot of members in base, but Wayne isn't quite able to get out with the regrab quite yet, but he'll have a bomb past 3 possibly, and the return comes for Centra of Attention. Bubble's right on his tail, but the little bump from Crippy doesn't end up being too harmful, as they're able to put another cap on the board, and it's just a 1 cap lead now for Centra of Attention. Sorry, for Someballian Pirates. Warriors now looking to get some help from Wayne on the gate, but he will look to be closed in on. Wayne is able to get the handoff though. Good setup by Centra of Attention. And the blocks might be there, and Wayne is able to wrap it around for the tying cap. Bottom line though, as I said before, trying to take advantage and get a quick counter cap. Frozen has a tag pro. It's going to make it hard. Gem almost had the boost block there. Wayne just able to grab though in time. Bottom line doing a good job holding here. He's going to have to actually, as it's a return for cap. Warriors had the anti. Bottom line still alive and going to be kissed here. This should look to favor Someballian Pirates if they can get reset. Bubbles just has to take the boost around, hits it a bit awkwardly though off the top corner. I think he wanted to just kind of drag it in around here. Alright, so just a little over a minute to go here in this first half, and things are all tied up. It's been very back and forth so far. Each team kind of controlling things for a little bit, but then the momentum going the other team's way. Bottom line now has a chance with the boost, and Bubbles gets tag pro. That could be big for Someballian Pirates here. 2 tag pros now, and bottom line gonna want to hold though a little bit as Badgers pass a few. Centra of Attention playing this pretty well for being up against 2 tag pros rather, and they are able to get reset. So the tag pro's not doing a whole lot for Someballian Pirates, and now Warriors with a chance to cap. Blocks are there again, and that will be the cap. And they might go into the second half with a 1 cap lead. Wayne trying to add on another one with a nice boost off the corner. Still 3 to beat, but 3 on defense, and that could be another one. But Gem is just there to save the day, and she will end up getting tagged, but able to hold it to just a 1 cap lead for Centra of Attention. Alright, so we'll switch sides here for this second half on Cedar. A good matchup coming up on Cash as well. 2 kind of new maps coming in last season, and kind of introducing, I guess, not necessarily new playstyles, but certainly interesting to kind of refresh the competitive scene. Should have a very good second half here. It was definitely back and forth in the first half. Both teams doing a good job of kind of counter-attacking when the other team got a cap or got some offensive momentum. In large part, you know, a lot of the capping opportunities did end up being caps, so I think we saw a bit more of kind of like consistent blocking on the part of Center of Attention, while I think a lot of the caps on Someballian Pirates side came in the way of power-ups or, you know, just timely returns, and felt like a lot of their caps were return for caps. Warriors has a chance now. He's gonna try and get out of base there, but not quite able to do so. Center of Attention with the early offensive advantage here, still holding this regrab train. As Warriors gonna make a nice tag with the gate, gonna pick up a juke juice as well. Able to take the boost out, but Bottom Line had time to catch up there. The Warriors just gonna boost right in. The bomb from maybe Frozen, I didn't really see. Wayne's gonna attack on another one, and it is now a 3-cap. Yeah, 3-cap lead for Center of Attention. It had looked like Someballian Pirates were set up for that Warriors hold there, but he ends up just boosting right in. Again, making nice use of the corners and able to get free of the Someballian contain. Has the block from Wayne out in front of the gate. Gonna try to bait the defense into the gate, but just having to hold around here. As Warriors gets a nice boost, Wayne gets a nice boost block, but Q42 able to wrap around for the gate kill there. As Ball Don't Lie picks up a rolling bomb as he's coming into base, smartly avoids the gate. Just has to kind of charge his way in here. Wayne just on his tail, but Ball Don't Lie able to put on a cap here as Bubbles is trying to do the same. Good play there from Ball Don't Lie, and again, power-ups coming to the help of Someballian Pirates. As Warriors had the anti, and still able to get out is Ball Don't Lie though. Just able to hold, but Badger not quite going to be returned yet. Now Crippy might be past a couple here. Bubbles is going to want to play this a little safe, but he has the time on his side. Center of Attention though closing in, and now Gem's going to be the one to stay alive, but Warriors gets an amazing snipe backwards. Good team play there by Center of Attention. Really good pressure from Frozen and Warriors on the return. And then I believe that was, yeah, it was Warriors who ended up getting the snipe backwards. So back up to a 3-cap lead now for Center of Attention. Someballian Pirates going to have to keep getting these power-ups. That's the way they've been getting capped. As Bumbles makes a nice 1v2 OD play there. And a good job by Someballian Pirates overall to get reset. Gem with a huge boost off the corner. Doesn't quite take the bomb quite well though, and Wayne's just going to be past 4. Badger's going to get the block, and that will be 4-1 lead now this half. Warriors trying to make it 5. But Q42 makes a nice move. Not quite able to get out, but Bottom Lie has a handoff. Gem has to pick up a rolling, but Bottom Lie just going to force his way in. Not quite going to be able to wrap around. Frozen had the angle. Bottom Lie might have had the cap if he had maybe waited a little while longer, but who's to say? Definitely some high-level play coming up here still, though. Center of Attention out with a 4-cap lead now. Just over halfway to go here. Wayne is going to give the handoff to Warriors, who's just going to have to try and hold around here, bait out the defense. Again, though, doing a good job of just being patient and letting the opportunity develop. Even though he didn't get out, it let Wayne even have an opportunity. And so long as he's holding the flag, Someballian Pirates really couldn't grab there. Bottom line though, gonna be past 2. Q42 the only one on defense though to try and make something happen. Wayne's gonna end up grabbing with the tag pro. He'll be able to get out. Bottom line gonna be returned. And this could be good for a center of attention if Frozen can get out. Wayne had the tag pro trying to get reset in base, and it looks like they might be able to do it here. And Frozen is going to be past 2. This is looking good for a center of attention if they can set up the blocks. Gem though going to be out with the grab. And now Q42 has the anti. And center of attention get returned, I should say, and Someballian Pirates are able to close the lead just by 1. It's now a 3-cap lead in favor of center of attention. These Warriors pushing back, no one quite in the center of attention base to try and get reset though. Bubbles working off the block from Q42, not quite going to be able to get past him though. Warriors with a nice boost, Gem's going to have to try and stay alive here. As center of attention start to get numbers in base trying to get this reset. Gem though going to possibly be able to get out, and she will with a nice move. Bubbles still with the anti. Warriors not very close to getting return though, and he'll have the return for cap. Nice anti from Crippy, and the return in the Someballian Pirates base. It's usually doesn't end well if you're dying to regrab, especially when they have anti. It's Frozen tries to make a nice move, but time running out for Someballian Pirates to try and make this comeback. Again, they've been playing pretty solidly all in this first game, but especially in this half, center of attention have just been able to hold them off at the right times. But though Bubbles is going to be out past 4, and this should be a cap. Frozen though with the boost, not quite able to take it into the flag. And now back down to a 3-cap lead for center of attention with just over 2.5 minutes to go here. Bottom line with a big snipe to get the reset. Again, Someballian Pirates need to start getting something more consistent going on offense though. And Bubbles might just be able to do that. He's past 3. Crippy not quite going to be able to take the boost. Warriors will be though. And he's able to prevent the cap and be past 2. Bottom line able to do the same though, and there will be a kiss in middle. Pretty even favored as both teams are able to get the subsequential reset. Again, a 3-cap lead now for center of attention. As power-ups coming up, Bottom Line going to get a big Juke Juice in the middle. But Crippy will be able to get a Juke Juice of his own. Let's see who gets this crucial Someballian Pirates power-up, and it will be Someballian Pirates. Q42 getting the Juke Juice. Probably not ideal in terms of power-ups. I'm sure Someballian Pirates would have liked to have a tag pro at least, but all the power-ups end up just going to end up running out anyways, so. Warriors now giving the handoff to Wayne. They've been doing that pretty well so far. Gem able to get ahead at least, but Wayne's still alive, and Q42 is going to get returned. It's going to be 2v2 blocks again. This has been a good situation for center of attention so far, but Gem is able to pick up the return. And now Gem looking to get out past a couple. She's able to hold pretty well long enough. Warriors though making it hard for Someballian Pirates to get reset. And now he's going to be past 2. Going to pick up the middle power, which is a Juke Juice. And might be able to bait off Pirates for the return, but Frozen gets a tag pro. And a nice snipe from Frozen might put this away as Warriors gets the little boat there. It's now a 4-cap lead for center of attention. And again, that might be it for this Cedar game. Again, a very tight one though. Both teams have shown examples of really competitive play so far. Alright, so time winding down. Ball don't lie. We'll pick up a little consolation cap there, but again, Center of Attention coming away with the 12-9 win. Just about ready here for the next game, which will be Cash. And again, a pretty decently fast-paced map. Definitely similar to Cash in the way that mistakes will be punished, and the way teams try to get reset will certainly be important. As we are ready to launch here. And same as last half, we will have Someballian Pirates in blue, with Center of Attention on red. A little bit of aggressive chat there from the Center of Attention side. They are able to get the quick reset on the double flasted by Someballian Pirates. Again, definitely this kind of team boost going into the flag. You see either it'll quite often be a boost in between blocks, which is usually a pretty nice play from the defense, as Warriors looks to take it, and just as I said that, he puts forth Exhibit A. And the other boost you'll see is oftentimes this kind of boost around the top corner there. As Bubbles is able to make a nice out. A nice cap there from Bubbles, just under the defense of Center of Attention, or the OD I should say. I don't know who had the block on Wayne, but, or sorry, I think it was Warriors, the last one. But someone on Someballian Pirates had another huge block to make that cap happen. Wayne though, gonna be past a few. Bottom line just gets the grab off and is able to hold long enough. Maybe a bit of an errant boost there from Center of Attention. He might have been able to get returned, but Crippy though gonna make a nice read, and this should be another cap for Center of Attention. It will be. Pretty good read there by Crippy to know where the flag carrier will be. I don't know who just capped, but Warriors ends up helping Bottom Lie out a little bit there with the return. And now Q42 is going to be able to get past I'm just gonna try to fix my mic audio here a little bit real quick. The Someballian Pirates narrow the lead down to 1. Q42 able to hold big there and just delay the cap. And looking for a cap now of his own, but Wayne is able to pick up the tag. Alright, sorry about that, I missed... What was that, 6 caps? Maybe the sound is better. Frozen, though, going to be able to make a nice split off the Someballian defense, and again, just going to boost straight in. This time, though, the OD there for Centra of Attention. Or, sorry, for Someballian Pirates. I'm going to keep messing that up. Alright, so Gem now with the flag. Warriors going to be returned in the Someballian Pirates base, but Wayne is able still to get out. But he will be looked to be caught up with anyways, still alive though. 3 ahead for Someballian Pirates. Or I should say all ahead for Someballian Pirates. Bottom line with a big snipe backwards to get the double return. Bubbles tried to have the handoff from Gem, but looks like both teams will stay reset here as power-ups are due to come up soon. One going to each team, but bottom line, just gonna have a rolling bomb. Though he killed Warriors, Crippy ends up coming back to bite him. Both teams kind of quieting down here. Looks like Centra of Attention were the beneficiaries of most of the caps I missed. Bottom line with a nice hesitation, but still going to be contained. Warriors almost able to hold their Bubbles with another nice boost. Might have had the cap if he had just gone over Gem. Still somehow alive for the time being, but Wayne gonna be bombed into him. And now Bottom Y gonna try and take a similar boost, but ends up having to wrap around backwards. Still gonna be past 3 though, and Bubbles with the anti. Let's see if he can get the return. No, he can't. Frozen is able to hold just long enough for Bottom Line not to be able to cap. Gem with a nice read off the corner by, I believe that was Frozen. Now Wayne gonna be returned, and Q42 the only one again there to try and get the reset. So Q42, or sorry, Bubbles will have to kiss. Now Warrior's gonna be able to boost in. Bottom line ended up being the only one ahead. Bit of an unfortunate situation there, as Someballian Pirates had to try and send someone back to their base to try and get the reset, but it ended up just being someone to be behind the flag carrier, and they ended up getting past. So now Centra of Attention taking a big lead here, 6 caps, looking to make another one. Bubbles the last one ahead. Bottom line though boosts nicely to be able to put in position for the return. Bubbles not quite able to get around the defense. Wayne gonna be cleaned up as well. And now both teams should be reset here. We're looking for the handoff from Wayne, from Crippy rather, but not gonna be able to get out with it. Wayne gonna be able to grab here. Q42 having to go for that power up, but Gem is able to boost back to get the return. Whereas, what's up with the Tag Pro? Q42 gonna be past 3 with a big block from Bubbles, but has to kind of hesitate. Frozen being right on his tail. Again, Central Attention with most of the offensive momentum here in this first half. Obviously, see that in the caps, but you know, in terms of feel, it's just felt like they've kind of had a pretty constant hold train, only seldom broken up by a Someballian grab out of base. Alright, so all ready to go here with this last half. Again, Center of Attention really kind of carrying over that momentum that they built in the second half of Cedar. And it felt like they were pretty much able to get out at will. Now a pretty big hill to climb for Someballian Pirates. Early grabs by both teams will not really result in much. Wayne trying to get some space, and he is able to get past the Center of Attention contain. I fucked up the jerseys. Oh, I don't know why I did that, so thoughtless. Sorry about that. Didn't miss a cap. Alright, so Warriors gonna try and be coming into base here. Bubbles though again. Seems to be the story. He's kind of put up some really big OD plays when it mattered. Now my shit's gonna start to decide to lag. Gem this time in the right place. And she should be able to get out past a couple. Takes a bit of an awkward boost though. And Q42's tag pro not quite able to do her much help. Now Bubbles gonna try and have to make something happen here. Q42 in place to get the grab. Almost returned by Crippy, but he'll end up kissing. And now a chance for Someballian Pirates here as Gem is past 3. Bubbles couldn't quite hit the boost block though. But they do stay reset as Ball Lie now past a few. Gonna have to play this right, but Wayne does so on a nice OD boost out in the middle. Q42 looking to get this reset here for Someballian Pirates, and they will do so. Looking to get aggressive, but not quite able to get out past 2 on the grab. Warriors, though, going to be past a few. Q42 has the boost to stay ahead, and he will do so. So definitely in comparison to last half, not a whole lot going on offensively for either team. Someballian Pirates doing a much better job of kind of keeping things in their base. Usually the way it goes is, you know, it's easy to grab on the map, but pretty hard to get past kind of this area for offenders. And then once you do get past, it's usually relatively easy to cap, but not really the case tonight. Both flag carrier is going to be returned here. Again, neither team really that close to getting reset. Bubbles though with the chance, but Warriors again able to hold when needed. Bubbles still with the chance here. Warriors not in danger of being returned though. Both tag pros doing a good job protecting their flag carrier. Really as though the advantage is still going to center of attention here. Bubbles has to hold for a long time and it's just not possible. Crippy gonna be kissed in base, and finally Someballian Pirates able to get the reset. And really the only chance they had to prevent the cap was to, for Bubbles really to just go back to the center of attention base, but it ended up that they just started closing in on him before he could. Bottom lie though, going to pick up a tag pro again, the only remaining power up. And we'll look to lead Bubbles out of base. He will be past 2. Some good returns in base for Someballian Pirates. Gem with the tag, and that will be a cap for Someballian Pirates. Again down by 6. As some less than friendly chat from Centra of Attention. Not sure how serious that is. Is there still up by a really big margin? His Warriors is going to be past 2. And almost able to boost in straight at the flag, but Bubbles again there for the play. Gem not quite able to hit the snipe on Wayne. As Warriors will look to get aggressive. Bubbles might have had him if he had just pushed in, but Gem now gonna look to get this return on Warriors, who was able to get out. And now Warriors again with the chance to be past 3. It's felt like that quite a bit. Now ball don't lie. With a good chance. Again, Warriors able to stay alive for as long as he needed and then some. He was all but contained by the Someballian Pirates there, but somehow it's not a cap. We're still on the same hold, finally gets returned by Q42. And Someballian Pirates just looking for anything at this point. Again, it's felt like they've been able to get out pretty decently enough, but any chances it's just felt like seemed to turn into capping opportunities like that one for Centra of Attention. And it's up to a 7-cap lead now for the blue team. Make that 8 as Warriors tacks on another one. Bonnet Lie trying to get something going, but Frozen able to bounce off his boost. And now Wayne with a chance to make it another one, and he will do so. Centra of Attention just having their way now. So Frozen with another chance, and he will tack on another one. Feels like even in these last few seconds, Someballian Pirates still really haven't been able to get much of a reset. Bonnet Lie with a small chance now as he's passed a few, and the returns are there this time. Frozen with a boost. Bonnet Lie with an interesting delay there in the situation, but a cap nonetheless for Someballian Pirates. Badger looking to make way for Warriors now with his tag pro, but Bubbles is able to pick him up. Ball on line, not able to get the snipe on Wayne, but Gems still had a chance. Ball on line trying to catch up with Wayne, but he will put up another cap, and it is a 10-cap lead this game for Centra of Attention. And Someballian Pirates really just haven't shown the kind of capability that they did in the very first half, and in some instances of the second half, but cash was all Centra of Attention. Alright, sorry about that. So, again, a big sweep here from Center of Attention, kind of maybe answering questions about the so-called Easy East. We'll be able to test that theory again later tonight as Ghost Boosters take on Tiers, the #1 seeds from their respective conferences. And you can stay tuned for that. We've got kind of a little surprise for that one as well. But Centra of Attention again coming away with a pretty decisive victory on Cash after some more competitive play coming on Cedar. So that's all we've got for tonight, or at least for this match. And again, you can come back for the Ghost Boosters Tiers match coming up at 9:15. So I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.